Hello everyone, this is season 41, number 1, and we're against TCN. First up I got this Dragon Man Path 6, and I'm using Doom. I could have used Torch, but I feel like Doom's just a lot better for this node because he gets fueled with MD, and I can just control his power if needed. So yeah, it's a really simple fight, not really much to say about it, so... I do have Mystic power backs on, so I can just spam SP2s or SP3s. It's a really easy fight. So yeah, we drop the SP3 here. It's going to do some good damage. Do the Doom cycle, and because of all the buffs and the power backs, I get back to another SP3, and that's fight over. Nice and easy. Next up we've got Cassie Lang on path 5, and I'm using Nick. I'm not too familiar with Cassie Lang's kit, but I do know that she can evade, but I'm kind of just going to ignore it. I'm just going to go for intercepts so I can increase my damage with the node, and just go for lightning combos. I'm not really too bothered if she evades, because Nick isn't going to die in this fight, and this is my only Nick fight, so I'm not really worried whatsoever. I can go into second life if needed, which shouldn't happen. There I was just late on an intercept, so that's just my fault. So yeah, I'm just going to be baiting SP1s and heavy countering sometimes to remove them debuff. I'm not sure if they actually do anything, but yeah, I'm just going to go for my intercepts and lightning combos, and she'll go down eventually. Cassie Lang is really weird. Character gets like really small and really big at random times. I don't really know how it works, but at one point in the fight I was actually fighting her when she was, yeah, like here, look, I had to fight her when she was just really small. I don't know if that's a bug or I don't know if that's intentional, but it's really weird. I think I did go for the SP3 here just for some guaranteed damage. Probably baited this SP1 first though. Yeah. I am doing the commentary a couple of days after this war, so I don't remember 100% what happens. So we get the intercept there, lightning combo, bait another SP1, knock down, and then drop an SP3. And I think this kills, maybe? Maybe not. Oh no, it doesn't. But yeah, one or two more hits and she'll go down. Yeah, that's Cassie Lang down. 1 minute 57. It was quite a long fight, but you know, it's really safe. Like, she will just give you loads of willpower healing because of the debuffs, and Nick has basically 2 lives, so yeah. Right, so now we've got this Rintra, and initially I was meant to be using Torch, but we ended up changing the assignment, so that meant I didn't have another Torch pre-fight. I was meant to use my own pre-fight for this fight, and then I was meant to get another pre-fight from someone else, but yeah, that didn't happen, so I'm actually using Doom for this fight, as you can see. But yeah, the plan is basically just go for intercepts and then drop SP2s with the Fury up, and it does decent damage. Also, I've got to make sure I'm knocking him down to remove his charges. But yeah, it's a pretty simple fight, but it's really long, and if the AI doesn't play into intercepts, it can get pretty bad. You can get cornered, and yeah. I have taken this fight before, and I did time out, but that was a few seasons ago, and I was going for SP3s instead, but going for SP2s is definitely the play in this fight. Just because you can get the incinerate damage, and you also don't get the fury from the SP3 against Rincher in most cases. But yeah, there I dashed back way too early. I'm not sure how that happened, but yeah. I think I'd go for an SP3 here because I get pushed to 1. But yeah, again, I don't get the fury because Rincher's neutralised. So yeah, I get the Incept, drop the SP3. I think this still does decent damage, but I think SP2s are just a lot better because you can get the incinerate damage, and obviously it costs less power, so. Yeah, go for the SP1 here just to control his power a little bit. Knock him down to remove his charges. Now I'll probably bait this out and then go for another Incept and an SP2. Yeah, there's Incept, SP2, and we get a nice crit there, and then I go for a light attack right after my special, and I find that they actually use their specials a lot more willingly when you do that. So I managed to bait out the special 1 and also get all the incinerate damage. And then here, get to an SP2, drop that. I think this kills. Yeah. Oh no, it doesn't actually. The protection comes back up and gets rid of my incinerates, and yeah, I'll just hit him once and he dies. And next we got this Mangog. This is it's a decent placement because he gets passive power gain up to a special 1, and he also has, I think he gets like reduced damage based on his stacks. So it's actually kind of an annoying Doom fight because it's hard to go for intercepts because he has power most of the time, so you're not able to actually like reliably go for them without risking getting hit by an SP1 or SP2. So yeah, I go for the SP1 here just to control his power a little bit. Forgot to put Do Not Disturb on. So yeah, I just decided to ignore the protection and just go for Doom Cycle. It's pretty safe, and I know you can't really Doom Cycle Mangog properly, but with power backs that will help that, so it shouldn't be an issue. I feel like if I was to worry about knocking the protection off, then it would just end up wasting a lot more time, so yeah, I just decided to go for the Doom Cycle. So yeah, I dropped the SP2, I get a decent crit. I went for the light attack there to try and bait the SP2 so I could get an incinerate damage, but it didn't happen, so yeah, we dropped the SP1 here. I do go for an intercept there, but he didn't play into it. Drop the SP1 to... I should have actually just dropped my SP1 a bit later so I could re-trigger my aura rather than pause it. But yeah, it's fine. Get the intercept there, go for the SP2. Probably shouldn't have finished my combo to give him more stacks, but it's fine. And he's almost down. The protection does come back though, and he does have 7 charges, so I think he takes a lot less damage now, as you can see. But yeah. Drop an SP2. That does decent damage. And Mangog goes down. And now we've got this Mephisto on note 55. I'm not really sure why he's placed here, especially with Torch open. It's a really easy fight for Torch, of course. So yeah, I placed my pre-fight here. I also have a Wags pre-fight to help me out, even though it wasn't really necessary. But yeah, I checked the nodes because I was really confused on this placement. I was just wondering if there was anything I was missing, but no, there actually isn't. I don't really get this placement at all. But yeah, my plan is to just, medium like medium, block the SP1 to get more smolder, and also try and not trigger brute force. But even if I do, it's not that much of an issue. Because look at him, he's just melting. He's at 50% already. 30%. Trigger the regen. Counter is heavy, medium lock medium. Get the parry, medium lock medium, and he's dead. that was like a 50-second fight. I really don't understand the placement, but yeah. We did end up getting the donut in our BG, and we ended up winning 5-4. GG's to TCN, and see you in the next one. See ya.